Morning everyone. Today I woke up with a headache and I was woken at 5, quarter to 5 by my smallest one, and found it very hard to get back to sleep. And I'm feeling distinctly grumpy today. And I realised that one of my tips for getting stuff done is to utilise the grump, because when I'm feeling really grumpy, there are jobs that I have been procrastinating on getting done because they feel stressful. And when I'm in this kind of, I just feel rubbish, it's a bad day, I just want everyone to go away and leave me alone, I don't want to have to meet anyone's demands, that kind of mood is actually quite useful in getting certain things done. So there are about 4 or 5 phone calls I've been putting off making for a number of months, one of them probably close to a year, and I got them all done this morning. And for some reason, it was fine. And so I've realised that one of my techniques, there's 2 parts to this, right? So these are 2 techniques to getting some of these jobs done that you've just been putting off for ages, is to group them into type. So if I am finding the idea of making a phone call really stressful, if I put down all the phone calls I need to make on one piece of paper or on one post-it note, when I finally hit this kind of mood, for some reason, this is the right state for me to make a phone call. So I just work my way through all the phone calls. Now, there's still a whole heap of administrative stuff that require me to log on to various government websites to register various things and fill in loads of details that I'm still procrastinating on. Today is not the day to do that kind of thing, because that's the sort of day when I'm feeling high in energy and really focused, where I can do it really quickly without a problem. And I've realised that this is the issue that I struggle with. It's not that I can't get things done. It's not that I'm incapable of getting things done, and it's not that they're too difficult for me. It's that I have to be in the right frame of mind for that specific kind of task. And in addition to whatever ADHD traits I may have that exacerbate this, I'm also a woman, which means I have different energy levels that fluctuate throughout the month. And I read this book once called Red Moon, which was quite off the wall, but there were some points in it that were really helpful to me, which were to start tracking the different energy levels I had throughout the month. And this has become much more noticeable as I've got older, clearly as my body starts to head towards menopause. So I have very different energy levels at different time of month, and they're quite reliable, these kind of fluctuations. But I also have different abilities at different times of the month. So some certain parts of the month I'm much more creative. Some parts of the month I have a much sharper mind, which is perfect for filling in detailed and lengthy administrative tasks. And other times of the month, I'm just really grumpy and I'm like, I do not give a flying F, I'm not going to swear on here because I think it's important to be polite, about anything. So I'm just going to make those phone calls that terrify me because I don't care about anything today. Like, I'm in this kind of hardcore, I can defeat the world from the grumpiness of my armchair with a cup of tea in my hand kind of mood. So I guess my takeaway from this is 1, notice your energy levels, notice your moods, and play to your strengths on any given day. Undertake the tasks that feel manageable on that day. And the other takeaway is to group your tasks so that, for example, put all your phone calls in one list, because then if you find you're in the mood to make phone calls, you've got the whole list of phone calls that you've got to make in front of you and you can just whiz through them. Put all your lengthy, stressful administrative tasks on the same list, because you can whiz through them. Put your mindless DIY tasks like painting or filling in holes on the days when you just don't have any brain power at all, but you do have physical energy. So I hope these tips help. For me, it's not necessarily about giving novel ideas. It's about realising what I do and making the most of that. It's about understanding, raising my self-awareness so that I can function better, so that I can, like I said before, I can play to my strengths rather than battling against my weaknesses on any given day. Anyway, hope that helps at least some of you today or this week, and I hope you have a great week. Hopefully it will be a good one.